Let's get started with Superfast 50 now, viewers. The High Court also directed the Congress leaders to remove the post, videos, tweets, retweets and morphed pictures of the plaintiff and her daughter along with the allegations within 24 hours and to stop their recirculation of allegations made against her and her daughter. Delhi High Court issued a summons to Congress leaders JAIRAM, Ramesh and PAWAN, KHERA, NAT'L, D'Souza in civil suit filed by Union Minister Smriti Irani. Leaders had earlier alleged that the Smriti Irani's daughter was running an illegal bar in Goa, following which the minister demanded an unconditional written apology and withdrawal of the allegations immediately, following which she issued a legal notice to the same. The Delhi High Court issued summons to senior Congress leader JAIRAM, Ramesh and PAWAN, KHERA in a case filed by Union Minister over defamatory content posted by them. The next hearing has been scheduled for August 18th. The High Court also directed the Congress leaders to remove the post, videos, tweets, retweets and morphed pictures of the plaintiff and her daughter along with the allegations within 24 hours. The court also said in the case the defendants failed to comply with the directions within 24 hours, social media platforms Twitter, Facebook and YouTube shall take down the material. After the Congress leader Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary's Rashtrapati remark, ministers of the Union Cabinet were seen meeting the President at the Rashtrapati Bhavan as an official apology from the Congress was awaited. The Congress, meanwhile, protested against Union Minister Smriti Irani in Jammu, calling the BJP's attack on the Congress in the Parliament. In development on OPS and EPS dispute case in the AIA-DMK party, no relief to OPS currently from the Supreme Court. A top court refused to stay the July 11th General Assembly's decision to expel OPS from the party. However, the Supreme Court ordered to maintain the status quo in the matter from today till the High Court is heard. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court sent the matter to Madras High Court to decide the matter afresh in 3 weeks. In another case of a gruesome murder reported from Karnataka, youth was stabbed to death by unidentified people in Karnataka. Meanwhile, police is investigating the matter. Congress MLA Mohiddin Baba, in an exclusive conversation with Republic, confronted on the gruesome murder of a youth in Karnataka. Now, the Congress MLA questioned the government's law and order in the state and asked them to be neutral.
Sad news. In the course of 8 days, 3 murders, that is youngsters. How to answer, I don't know. Really, what government is doing, that is what I'm asking. See, within 5 kilometer range, CM's movement is there. The murder is happening.
PM Modi, while addressing the students at the Anna University in Chennai, said that the reforms in drone, space and geospatial sectors are opening up new avenues and further congratulated the students on getting their degrees.
Friends, we are graduating in unique times. Some will call it a time of global uncertainty, but I would call it a time of great opportunity.
The Calcutta High Court has ordered that PARTHA and ARPITA to undergo a medical examination within 48 hours and taken to the Joka ESI hospital. PARTHA allegedly said that he is a victim of conspiracy. While PARTHA leaves after his medical checkup, ARPITA is still admitted in the hospital as she had fallen down when she was forcefully dragged out of the car as she did not want to leave. It has come to notice that 4 cars have been missing from Arpita Mukherjee's Tollygunge flat, though ED has recovered 1 car out of the 5 cars. The remaining 4 cars are still missing. ED is searching for the numbers of these cars and they are checking the CCTV footage of Arpita Mukherjee's flat situated in the Karunamoyi area in Kolkata. The Rajya Sabha was adjourned once again, and this time it has been adjourned till August as the opposition created a ruckus in the House. The adjournment was announced as the Speaker asked the leader to take their seats for the question hour. Once again, another Congress leader defends insult of the President. This time, Congress MP Raj Patel said it was a slip of tongue and there is no reason for Congress interim President Sonia Gandhi to apologize.
ये एक मानवीय प्रवृत्ति होती है, बड़े बड़े लोग होते हैं, सबसे माने बात करते समय में जवान स्लिप हो जाती है, तो ये कोई इरादा कोई ऐसा उनका नहीं था। चर्चा के दौरान जो है बात स्लिप हो गई और जिसके लिए उन्होंने माफ़ी मांग लिया और उन्होंने दिया कि राष्ट्रपति से भी मिल करके हम उनसे व्यक्तिगत रूप से भी माफ़ी मांगेंगे।
BJP MP Nishikant Dubey hits back at Congress, stating that the Congress has said such pathetic things about President Murmu and asserted that instead of apologizing, they are defending it.
ये कांग्रेस का लोकतंत्र है। आज उन्होंने राष्ट्रपति महोदया के बारे में इतनी घटिया बातें कह दी, माफी मांगने के बदले वो लड़ाई पर उतारू, क्योंकि एक गरीब महिला आदिवासी को देखना नहीं चाहते। उसी तरह से आपको पता है कि माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी जब से प्रधानमंत्री बने हैं, चूंकि वो छोटे परिवार से आते हैं, चाय बेचते थे, चाय बेचते हुए देश के प्रधानमंत्री बन गए, तो उसको वो पचा नहीं पा रहे हैं। तो ये दोनों चीजें ऐसी है जो कांग्रेस की मानसिकता दिखाती है। इसको लोकतंत्र पर कोई विश्वास नहीं है। आपका अध्यक्ष अध्यक्ष, मेरा अध्यक्ष अध्यक्ष नहीं।
Amidst several reactions coming in after President Draupadi Murmu's insult by Congress Party, BJP Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi demanded an apology from Sonia Gandhi.
कैंडिडेचर अनाउंस हुआ था, तब भी कांग्रेस पार्टी की तरफ से बहुत बुरा बयान आया था। ये सब लेते हुए कांग्रेस और विशेषतः अधीर रंजन का देखते हुए सोनिया गांधी जी माफ़ी मांगना चाहिए। ये तो इसमें कोई अगर नहीं मांगते हैं तो वो उनका विवेचन कैसा है, उनका थॉट कैसा है, वो पता चलता है।
Minister of Law and Justice Kiren Rijiju reacting on the escalating controversy of Congress' shameful remark on President Murmu said that this is not a case of slip of tongue, and Congress MP Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary said Rashtrapati twice.
इस तरह का हल्का टिप्पणी करके राष्ट्रपति का गरिमा को जो उन्होंने चोट पहुंचाया है, उसके लिए सिर्फ अधीर रंजन चौधरी नहीं, पूरे कांग्रेस पार्टी, उनके प्रेसिडेंट श्रीमती सोनिया गांधी जी, पूरा देश को माफी मांगना चाहिए।
Congress leader VC Venugopal reacting on the controversy said that PM Modi and Union Minister Smriti Irani should apologize instead of Sonia Gandhi.
They are doing demonstration here. Speaker banned everything outside, but BJP can do anything. They themselves is shouting in the parliament, both the house. Therefore, it is a duty of them. We need an apology from Smriti Irani and Prime Minister.
Congress leader Gaurav Gogai reacted, saying that attempts have been made to avoid discussion in the Parliament House. Congress leader further said that no caution is taken when wrong behavior is showcased towards Sonia Gandhi.
देश को आज फर्क पता चल गया है कि अधीर रंजन चौधरी कांग्रेस पार्टी राष्ट्रपति के प्रति सम्मान जताते हुए क्षमा मांगते हैं, लेकिन भाजपा आज भी सोनिया गांधी जी के प्रति जो अमानवीय व्यवहार कल हुआ उसके प्रति क्षमा नहीं मांगना चाहती और बस शोषण करना चाहती है विपक्ष का, विशेष रूप से सोनिया गांधी जी का। लेकिन वो भूल चुके हैं कि सोनिया गांधी जी एक निडर नेत्री है।
Reacting on the escalating controversy on Congress's sexist remark on President Draupadi Murmu, BJP MP Manoj Tiwari said that Congress party needs to understand the real meaning of apology.
इस शब्द का अर्थ समझने का जो उन्होंने बोला है, अगर इतनी क्षमता होती, इस केस में माफी मांगने का जो अच्छा मैसेज जाता, अगर ये समझने की क्षमता होती कांग्रेस में और सोनिया गांधी जी में और अधीर रंजन चौधरी जैसे लोगों में, तो फिर ये बात सामान्य हो जाती कल ही।
Addressing a press conference, BJP national spokesperson Shahzad Poonawala has slammed Aam Aadmi Party's new excise policy. Said that Delhi CM KEJRIWAL has not given clear water and ration cards to people, but has bought liquor to their houses.
हम लोग तो घर घर मोहल्ले मोहल्ले तक नल से जल पहुंचाते, ये लोग मोहल्ले मोहल्ले तक नशा पहुंचाना चाहते थे, तो डिस्काउंट दे दिया, पीने की उम्र घटा दी, ड्राई डेज कम कर दिए, ताकि दिल्ली नशा मुक्त नहीं नशा युक्त हो जाए। साफ पानी पहुंचे ना पहुंचे, आपके घर और मोहल्ले तक, चाहे वो मंदिर हो, मस्जिद हो, स्कूल हो, RWA का कोई संस्थान हो, वहां तक नशा दारू जरूर पहुंचे और उन दारू माफिया को पूरा संरक्षण केजरीवाल जी ने दिया।
It's day 3 of the protest by opposition party after a total of 27 MPs, including 23 Rajya Sabha MPs and 4 Lok Sabha MPs, have been suspended for unruly behaviour during the ongoing monsoon session of Parliament. Sanjay Singh, being one of them, stated that he was removed from the session after he raised the Gujarat hooch tragedy.
मैं अपने सारी बीजेपी के मित्रों से ये कहना चाहता हूं कि ऐसे ही खुले आसमान में मच्छरों से अपने आप को कटवा कर वो भी इस पिकनिक में शामिल हों।
A session court in Ahmedabad deferred till Friday its order on the bail application of activist TEESTA'S and former DGP R.B. Srikumar in a case of allegedly fabricating evidence in the 2002 riots case. The Court of Additional Principal Judge was scheduled to pronounce the order on Thursday but deferred it till today. India and Russia held a wide-ranging discussion on issues on the UN Security Council agenda and agreed to deepen cooperation on counter-terrorism at the UN and other multilateral platforms. According to the Ministry of External Affairs, Sanjay Verma, Secretary Ministry of External Affairs, led the Indian delegation for consultations on the United Nations-related issues with Russian Foreign Ministry. According to the MEA statement, both sides held wide-ranging discussions on issues on the UN Security Council agenda and recent developments as well. The Enforcement Directorate summoned West Bengal Minister PARTHA Chatterjee and his personal secretary SUKANTA Acharya for a fresh questioning today at the agency's headquarters in Kolkata. This comes a day after ED recovered cash of over 27 crore rupees from Arpita Mukherjee's residence during an overnight raid. BJP leader Amit Malviya on SSC recruitment scam questioned West Bengal CM Mamata Banerjee's delay in removing Partha Chatterjee. Further, BJP leader allegedly called Mamata a kingpin of the scam.
से अधिक नगद राशि, तमाम प्रॉपर्टी के पेपर्स, सोने, जवाहरात और फॉरेन एक्सचेंज मिला। ऐसे में पार्था चैटर्जी का कैबिनेट में रह पाना असंभव था और ममता बनर्जी को उनको सैक करना पड़ा। लेकिन ममता बनर्जी के ही कैबिनेट में मिनिस्टर ऑफ स्टेट फॉर एजुकेशन परेश अधिकारी आज भी बने हुए हैं।
The Kerala High Court is likely to hear a plea seeking a standard protocol for conducting examinations across the country after the incident where female candidates were made to remove part of their undergarments in order to appear for the test at NEET exam center in the state. The PIL also seeks a direction on the National Testing Agency to permit affected female candidates to reappear for the exam as they might not have been able to focus on the test that day in view of the traumatic situation. An INDIGO flight headed to Kolkata went off the runway as it took off at the Johar airport in Assam. While taxiing on the runway, the wheels of the aircraft suddenly skids off and get stuck in the swamp lining in the runway. Now, the officials stated that despite trying for 6 hours, they were unsuccessful to fix the technical glitch and the flight was eventually cancelled. The crew, however, quickly engaged to pacify the flyers and ensured none get hurt. The Jammu-Srinagar National Highway has been closed for vehicular traffic due to landslides and shooting stones at Jammu and Kashmir's Ramban district. Police officials have advised people not to travel along Jammu-Srinagar National Highway 44 without confirmation from Traffic Control Unit. According to district officials, following heavy rain in Himachal Pradesh, a link road washed away amid flash floods in the Kaza town, causing an estimated loss of 15 lakh rupees. To allow commuters to use the road, a district emergency operations center has also apprised the district administration of the incident of quick repair work. According to Union Health Ministry, India has now recorded over 20,000 new coronavirus infections since the last 24 hours, pushing the tally of COVID-19 cases to over 4 crore, while the national COVID-19 recovery rate was recorded at 98.48%. As Jammu and Kashmir continues to receive heavy rainfall, Indian Army and police personnel in a joint rescue operation rescued 14 people stuck in the floods. A minor died and several were injured after the ground floor of the double-story house collapsed in Kerala. The minor was rushed to a hospital for immediate medical treatment, but later succumbed to his injuries. Police rescued several people feared trapped under the debris. Meanwhile, the reason of collapse is yet to be known. At least 30 kids were allegedly given the COVID-19 vaccine using a single syringe at a school in Sagar, Madhya Pradesh. Police officials announced that they had received a complaint and the district administration collected children's blood samples for the investigation.
कल जो सैंपलिंग हुई है उसमें सभी की रिपोर्ट नॉर्मल आई है। आज करीब 21 बच्चों की और सैंपलिंग की है, उनकी आज 5 बजे तक रिपोर्ट आ जाएगी। जो अभी कल बच्चों का जो परीक्षण किया था वो भी स्वस्थ है और अभी जो बच्चे आए हैं जिनकी सैंपलिंग की है वो भी स्वस्थ हैं, किसी को किसी प्रकार की तकलीफ नहीं है। लेकिन केवल ये सावधानी बस सैंपलिंग कर रहे हैं ताकि भविष्य में कोई उनके पेरेंट्स को दिक्कत ना हो।
In another incident which went viral from UP's Baldao district, students of a primary school were seen making a bridge of chairs for teachers to enter the waterlogged school. Soon after, the teachers were suspended after the video went viral.
वीडियो का हमने संज्ञान लिया है, उच्चाधिकारियों के भी संज्ञान में उक्त वीडियो है और हमने अध्यापका के विरुद्ध कार्यवाही कर दी है।
A deceased who is identified as a farmer was carried on a cot to the district hospital in Indore for post-mortem. According to the kin of the deceased, the ambulance could not enter the hospital campus as the new building area is under construction with no alternate route.
निर्माणाधीन है, जिला चिकित्सालय का कुछ बिल्डिंग मटेरियल वाला कुछ सामान आया था डंपर से, उससे हमारा एंट्रेंस के यहाँ पे थोड़ा रास्ता ख़राब हो गया था, उबड़ खाबड़ हो गया था, तो वाहन जाने में थोड़ी सी असुविधा थी, जिसको हमने सुबह 9 बजे दुरुस्त करा दिया था। उस दौरान एक डेड बॉडी आई थी जिससे कि परिजन लोग अपनी खटिया पर जिला चिकित्सालय गेट से पीएम रूम तक ले गए।
In the Domana region of Jammu, a balloon with a GPS integration chip has been recovered. The suspected chip has been sent to the police for analysis. Sources report that the balloon has been used to recover the antenna companion module of the Trimble company, which is used for integration with GPS receiver to collect GPS data of the area. This is the same area where a drone dropped 3 IEDs on June 7th and where an army unit reportedly refused an IED on July 14th. An individual from Pakistan had been detained for breaking Indian immigration laws, was returned to his country via the Atari-Wagah border. According to the protocol officer, he was arrested without passport for entering India illegally, for which he was imprisoned for 16 years. Earlier this year, India has repatriated 4 Pakistani prisoners who had completed their imprisonment.
इसको वहाँ पे अरेस्ट किया गया। 2006 में इस पे एफआईआर दर्ज की गई कैंटोनमेंट लखनऊ कैंटोनमेंट थाना में, उसमें इसको 8 साल की सज़ा हुई। इसके बाद जब ये रिलीज़ होने वाला था तभी इस पर एक और दोबारा एफआईआर 379, 353, 506, 504 आईपीसी की धारा लगा के दोबारा इसको 4.5 साल की सज़ा और अप्रॉक्सीमेट 16 साल की सज़ा काटने के उपरांत लखनऊ की पुलिस पार्टी आज को वहाँ से इसको लेके पहुँची है। इसके पेपर वर्क और डॉक्यूमेंट देखने के बाद इसको पाक रेंजर के हवाले किए जा रहे हैं।
Heavy monsoon rain has caused havoc and massive waterlogging in Jodhpur and has kept people imprisoned in their homes. The soldiers of the Army's 117 have taken the front to take the people out of this area and commence relief work for the people. Pope Francis celebrated Mass at Canada's National Shrine and came face-to-face with a long-standing demand from Indigenous people. Protesters displayed a banner at the altar of the National Shrine, written the doctrine in bright red and black letters.
Want me to heal? Tell the Pope to rescind this and tell the Queen, ask the Queen to come here and apologize, kiss my moccasins.
With less than 2 weeks left before the polls to elect the next president, election campaigning is all heated up in Kenya. Opinion polls show a tight race between Kenyan opposition leader Raila Odinga and current Deputy President William Ruto in the increasingly feisty fight to succeed President Uhuru Kenyatta.
His manifesto is also something that seems to have a lot of traction with a number of Kenyans. It is focused on what they call bottom-up economics, which seems to focus primarily on the lower echelons of the social pyramid. So seeking to uplift the conditions of the average Kenyan.
The China-Europe Railway coal as Shanghai Express departed from Shanghai Minhang Freight Station to reach its destination in Kazakhstan. This is the first export train of Central Asia line. The mayor of San Francisco announced a state of emergency over the growing number of monkeypox cases, allowing officials to fight a public health crisis, and asserts that there is a desperate need of vaccination in the city as it had only received 7,800 doses, even after requesting for 35,000.
We're here because we, as the city and county of San Francisco, officially are declaring a state of emergency for a public health crisis in San Francisco involving monkeypox.
According to White House, the telephonic conversation between President Joe Biden and Chinese President Xi Jinping was very direct, where both the leaders kept their dialogue open and had a detailed discussion on areas where the two countries can work together, with particular focus on climate change and health security and counter narcotics.
Exchange views on Russia's war in Ukraine and the global impacts it is having. And then on Taiwan, President Biden underscored that the United States policy has not changed and that the United States strongly opposes unilateral efforts to change the status quo or undermine peace and stability across the Taiwan Strait.
Ahead of the Commonwealth Games opening ceremony in Birmingham, Prince Charles of Britain visited the athletes at the Athletes Village, where the participants are staying during the Games. He toured the main Athletes Village and posing for group photographs with teams, including other teams as well. According to Colombia's Vice President-elect Francia Marquez, President Gabriel Boric of Chile offered his nation as a location for a potential restart of negotiations between the Colombian government and the National Liberation Army militants. Marquez's statement was made during a feminist meeting with Afro-descendant women at the University of Chile in Santiago. French President Emmanuel Macron hosts Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. The French opposition figures and the human rights groups have criticized Macron's decision to invite Salman to dinner at the Elysee Palace, who is believed to have given the order to murder Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi in the year 2018.
In federal district court under the Alien Tort Claims Act and Torture Victims Prevention Act is about accountability. And the complaint we just filed in Paris today, something we have been preparing for 2 years, waiting for Mohammed bin Salman to step foot on French territory so that we could file the complaint, is about accountability.
The German national team trained at their Euro 2022 final team base for the first time ahead of Sunday's match against host England at London's Wembley Stadium. The last time England and Germany met in a Euros final was in the year 2009. The All-Star Andrew Benintendi was no longer visiting New York to play against the Yankees. He's now going to be playing for the Yankees. The former Royals and Boston Red Sox says standout reiterated his excitement about wearing stripes and playing for a team he once considered a rival.
Excited, obviously, to be here. Going to miss the guys I played with, obviously, in Kansas City. Made some really good friends, but looking forward to, helping this team out.
Tyler Murray declared that there have been no shortcuts to success during the football career after the NFL Network reported there was a unique addendum to his 5-year contract that mandates at least 4 hours of independent study, to which Murray defended his study habits.
Today because I feel it's necessary. With what's going on as far as regarding me and the things that are being said about me. It's almost, to think that I can accomplish everything that I've accomplished in my career and not be a student of the game and not have that passion and not take this serious is almost, it's disrespectful, and it's almost a joke, you know.
And Manchester City are all set to face title rivals Liverpool in the Community Shield this Saturday. However, Reds boss Klopp has inferred that the game will not be a representation of what to expect from the upcoming season. Liverpool are expected to challenge Man City once again for the title this season.
It's very important because we played this final a couple of times, as others as well, and I think it would be nice if we could win it at one time. It's the last domestic cup competition we didn't win yet, and so we will give it a try.